Hello everyone. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you all. Hey Sonic. Hey Nero. Hey Richard. Thank you all for coming by. Get this music turned off. Okie dokie. Hope you all are doing well. Good song to celebrate to also. Indeed, that's why I chose it. It's one of my favorite themes in Super Mario Odyssey. Got back into DDR from Konami to lose weight for health reasons. Also watching the Rose Parade on TV. Nice. So, we will be continuing our Radiata Stories adventure. Let me get this controller plugged in first. Things before I start tampering with the game to make sure the screen is okay. I can't just leave the game as it is. I gotta actually pause it just so time doesn't progress really quickly in the game. But let me go ahead and switch it over. This. Hopefully this will be okay. Let's see what happens if I do it full screen. Let me see. Shooby dooby doo. Ta 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 ta. Okay, seems to be looking okay on my end. On the third episode of Sly Cooper 2. Nice. Fun fact, GameCube Wii emulator Dolphin is better optimized for shared multi-console stuff for your information. From the PS2. I didn't know that. So I've never used can you all hear the game audio okay? Or do I need to beef it up a little bit? Maybe I need to beef it up. Hold on. What do I have it set to? 30%? Let's jack that up to 40. Okay. Here. Okay, cool. Oh, it's doing the... Oh, wait, no. Hold on. Oh, no. Everything looks okay on my end. Okay, so let's go out and explore for a little bit. Just because...
Hi.
There are some characters that pop up at night.
Oh.
Like Flau.
Oh.
Besides Sonic watching the Rose Parade, what have you guys been doing today? Damn, man, she's weak. It's sad that Skull and Bones looks worse than high-end Switch games and down ports. Oh. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about with it looking worse. I don't know if you're aware, Sonic. It's the first quadruple A game, according to Ubisoft's clown CEO. So, with it being a quadruple A game, it looks immaculate. Thank you very much. I don't think you can recruit this guy until later. Let's see. So I finished Stellar Blade, got the true ending. Has problems. I still enjoy my time. I hope the sequel fixes some issues. Last two bosses are the highlights for me. See, I really like oh, is that... Can I recruit her or...
Hello.
No. I think she's just going away. My name is Vitus. Oh, they're all going. What time is it? Damn, it's like 10. These people don't... This lady doesn't get off work till 10. I'm aware of quadruple A, but it looks like crap for Skull and Bones. I was being sarcastic, by the way, Sonic. I need some doggles. I wonder if I can go out and grind. I only have 3 people in my party though, but we'll see Oh.
Hey.
Oh yeah, this guy. Can't recruit him until later. Let's see. Yeah, Stellar Blade, I'll be honest, I think Stellar Blade, in my opinion, like from what I've mostly played of it, not mostly, I finished the damn thing twice, and I've got the platinum trophy on it. I was disappointed with the game overall, if I'm being honest. I think, in my opinion, it doesn't get good until, like really, really good until maybe the last few hours of the story, and then I just was kind of with the rest of it. I'll have to get my Volti blast up and see if that actually works. Oh my god, this thing has really good Petrify attack. If Stellar Blade gets a Switch 2 port, I predict the next mainline Smash Brothers game feature Eve. I don't think so. I mean, they have Bayonetta in there, to be fair, but that's a Nintendo licensed property. Astrobot is the only awesome must-have PS5 exclusive so far. Sad face. Yeah, it's the only one I would say. I would call Astrobot and Astro's Playroom like the only actual like great, like truly exceptional PS5 games this gen. I think there are other games released this gen that have been very good. Like I think God of War Ragnarok is very good. I really liked the Miles Morales. I really liked the Demon Souls remake. But I've just been mostly very underwhelmed with their output this gen, unfortunately. Okay, I can grind until, I think 6 o'clock is when the next story starts. 2,916 doggles. So I need a few more doggles. I need like a good 7,000, 8,000 doggles in order to... Damn! But I'm not really feeling... Like, I mean, I've made this obvious many, many times, but I have not been feeling the lineup from PlayStation this generation. I think that might change a little bit, hopefully, in 2025 or this year, just because there are 3 big single-player games that they're publishing that are coming out this year. Man, this guy's Kazuo's really good. I forgot how good he was. There's the big one, obviously, is Ghost of Yotei, which is coming out later this year. There's Lost Soul Aside, which finally got dated for 2025, which is exciting. There's Death Stranding 2 as well, which is big for me as a Kojima fan. I've been looking forward to that. So that's already 3 PS5 games from PlayStation this year that I'm looking forward to quite a bit. I mean, that's all they could release this year, and I would be okay, because that's like 2 more games compared to last year. Or, well, I'm talking about like single-player games, like big ones that I'm looking forward to. I also have been playing Sonic Shadow Generations. The shadow levels are the highlight. Yeah, I've heard really good things about the shadow levels in that game. Damn, 320 doggles? Okay, that's much better. That's what I need to be getting all the time. From everyone I know that's played Sonic / Shadow Generations, they say that the Sonic levels are the best part of it. Which is really cool, considering which is a great thing, considering that's the reason to get it outside of, you know, playing Sonic X Shadow Generations, or Sonic X Shadow Generations again for like up-res, higher resolution. Will they let me in? Oh, they will let me in. All right. Now, Stray Switch port takes a huge kitty litter on Skull and Bones. When he considering has ex Ubisoft employees for Stray. Yeah. So I forget which part of Ubisoft specifically they're from, but I know the two big leads at Blue 12, the studio behind Stellar Blade, or sorry, behind Stray, used to work at Ubisoft, which is, I think I talked about this in one of the videos I did about Stray, or I talked about Stray in one of the other videos, is that imagine what some of these people at these like big AAA publishers and studios could do if they were allowed to break away from the AAA publisher sludge hive mind, especially the Ubisoft, like a particularly sludgy, disgusting publisher like Ubisoft. They could do so many good things. I say that, you know, I say that with the assumption that they're gonna do great things, but then unfortunately you get some cases where people leave these studios, like you have Haven Studios comprised of quite a few people from Ubisoft, and yet they're making just crappy looking Ubisoft sludge like Fair Games, and not something very creative looking like Stray, unfortunately. It's very unfortunate. My problem is what? No good 5th gen. Oh, your problem is that there's almost no good 9th gen exclusives, and the stuff you mentioned from Sony is cross-gen, remake, old stuff. Yeah. I get your point. It's just, I mean, it's better than nothing, you know? At least those are like really good. And like I would, you know, given the choice between playing it on the PS4 or the PS5, I mean, it's much better to just play God of War Ragnarok on the PS5 with the 60 frames and all that. And Demon Souls, you know, considering it's like, unless you have a PS3, you can't just play it natively on PS4. So having that remake, even despite some of my issues with its art direction and music changes, it's still a very good remake. Does FF7 Rebirth count as an exclusive? I mean, it's a timed third-party exclusive, but it's not, especially since it's coming to PC later this month? Is it this month that it's coming to PC, or is it later this year? I know it's sometime in the first quarter of this year, but I would say it's a timed. It definitely helped PlayStation, which is why I think, I don't know. I have a theory that Square Enix is like mad at PlayStation. I don't know why. There's just something. I just get this like weird vibe from Square Enix that they have some kind of grudge against PlayStation right now for not selling, for Final Fantasy 16 and Rebirth not selling like gangbusters on PS5. I don't know, I just kind of are living up to Square Enix's. Why? Wait a minute. Why do I get 445 doggles for that fight against these weak enemies, but I don't get that many for fighting the more powerful ones? That's whack. What the hell? What kind of nonsense is that? Alright, let's go back here. And then I'm gonna try going the other way, just so I can run into some of those wolves and try to kick some sleeping pigs. My local library has Sonic Shadow for rental planned someday. Nice. My library doesn't. I don't think my library does video games at all. I think they just do movies and books. The Rayman team for Stray case. Oh, really? That's cool. Yeah, again, I'm getting like a stupid amount of doggles from just those guys. Right now out in this area, I just need to forget that Ann. I just need to go find those sleeping pigs and kick them. Those are the guys that'll give me the good stuff. 120 FPS if you have a high-end TV. Yeah, exactly. Stellar was overhyped disappointment in general, Razor. I would agree with that, at least from my perspective, my opinion. Not really Sonic, it's full. Not really Sonic, it's a full game, decently long, not too long, but just the right amount. You don't like, that's fine, but say it's overpriced, it's pushing it. Overpriced? What? For Sonic Shadow Generations? I don't have a, if you guys are talking about Sonic X Shadow, I don't have a horse in that race just because I'm not a Sonic guy. Man, Cosmo is really, really good. He's definitely carrying his weight. I mean, to be fair, I'm fighting like very weak enemies right now, but man, oh man, he's really good. Considering I only have 3 people in my party. Okay, it's 3 AM. I only have a few hours in the day before sunrise and before the next cutscene automatically triggers. I'm not wasting my time with the bat or the ant. They're not going to give me enough. Not give me enough doggles. Even if you're the enemy. Stellar Blade somewhat underperformed with over 1 million back in June despite the massive hype. I would say 1 million for them was actually pretty damn good. Considering it's a new IP, it's from a studio, a lot of people in the mainstream outside of, you know, people that don't know what, I think that's, didn't they do, Nikke Path of the Goddess? Or no, I'm blending 2 titles together. I think I'm mixing up Nikke and, the one from Capcom that had the subtitle of Path of the Goddess, I think. But I think over 1 million back in June. I mean, and then they've definitely sold more by now. The thing with considering like 1 million copies of disappointment is that I think considering it a disappointment, that to me exposes, not with you, Sonic, but it exposes a problem from a lot of these studios that, yeah, Nikke. It exposes a problem that they spend too much money on these games to the point where 1 million copies is seen as underwhelming. And I think that's so ass backwards. I mean, I've talked about this before, but I think with Square Enix specifically saying that Final Fantasy VII sold below expectations, it's kind of like, well, what did you, for one thing, how much money did you spend on it? Because if you're spending like an obscene amount of money, like I look at Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I can easily see them spending, just with everything, I could easily see them spending about, with marketing and all that, or maybe Sony covered the cost of the marketing. So let's say Square Enix didn't pay for the marketing. I could easily see them spending about $200 million to $250 million on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Now, to be fair, Final Fantasy VII is a big brand name, but it's I hate to say it, but it's not like, it's not what we gamers would consider like mainstream. When I think of a mainstream game, I think of something like Call of Duty, Fortnite, Grand Theft Auto, something like that. I mean, it's very well known, obviously, but I just think spending $200 million to like $250 million on something like Final Fantasy is just ridiculous. I think it's just a complete waste of money, especially when it isn't really necessary. When I play Rebirth, for instance, like I don't even, there's like quite a bit of the content that I don't even engage with just because I find it so boring and tedious, especially those mini games. Now, I'd like to know how much money did they spend on some of those mini games, especially that are required for getting 100% in the open world in certain areas. Because I feel like they could have made a better game if they had just not spent so much money on some of those mini games, tightened the pacing up, got rid of some of the like more bloat-filled areas, and just focused on making it more lean and efficient. And then because they don't spend so much money on something that makes the game actively worse, you end up spending less on the game, you make it a better game, and therefore you have a lower margin for where you would need to hit the break-even point for the game. I just don't know what Square Enix's expectations were, and I don't know what they were thinking, putting so much money into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I think maybe they got, like, gassed up, and they just wildly overestimated how many people were gonna buy this thing. Especially as well, since it was only available on PS5 until this year. And then people will look at Rebirth and go like, well, Rebirth was available on only one console and it did well. Rebirth was also available on PS5 or PS4, and that was at a time where the PS4 was at its end of its life cycle, so a lot more people had it compared to the PS5 now. But I don't know what Square Enix is thinking. And it's the same. I could apply the same thing with the PlayStation when they talk about that stuff. Anyway, I'm going far too long. In fact, games like Sonic X Shadow and Astrobot far more profitable with more Soul Combined, lower budget to break even. Right, and Astrobot. I mean, like I said in my video yesterday, is that Astrobot is a very, I think, responsibly made game because it knows exactly what kind of scope it needs to have, and it doesn't spend stupid amounts of money on frivolous stuff, and it made its money back because it budgeted smartly. I guarantee you, it selling 1 million copies, they were like overjoyed that it sold 1 million copies for that little IP. Alright, let's heal up a little bit. The problem is, like, out here, I'm starting to get less money, but more experience. So it's kind of like a give and take with some of these enemies, unfortunately. I wonder what would happen if I were to go further in. Let's try the wolf area, considering it's almost morning as well, and the cutscene's gonna trigger in a couple hours, maybe even less. All right, let's go back. To Radiata City. Yep, there we go. It's reaching morning. Maybe like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock is when the cutscene triggers. That'll still give me some time to go to the Beast Pit. Or not the Beast Pit, the what's the bandit town called? Yeah, Black Town of Night and Lust. There we go. Oh, wait, hold on.
Hey.
Oh, I can recruit him. Cool. That's right. Oh, I'm glad I went this way then. So I can just kick this guy's ass and get him on my team. Yeah, I mean... There we go. Funny that Dogman gets a license game before its parent franchise, Captain Underpants. Ironic enough. See, I didn't even know what Dogman was until recently. This is I've never read a Dogman book, even though I was like a big Captain Underpants fan back in the day. Yeah. AFT. Yeah, I don't think so, dude. All right, let's go this way. Hey David, how you doing, Razor? Happy New Year. Thank you. Same to you. How much money did I get from fighting him? Oh, that's pretty good. Because I want to get the Wind Garb, and I think the Wind Garb is like 7,000 doggle, I believe. It's part of the Captain Underpants series of final mainline books. Oh, okay, that explains why I don't know what the hell. I didn't know what Dogman was for a long time. Didn't they have some other spin-off of Captain Underpants, like Super... It was called like Super Diaper Baby or something like that? It had some... I think he was adopted or something. It was basically like... It was basically like a Captain Underpants version of Superman. Except he's a baby. Where he gets sent down from like a diaper planet or something. Something like that. I'm surprised I remember this, considering I haven't read these books in God knows how long. Oh, let's kick this. No? Nothing? That sucks. I'm just gonna keep exploring out here just until the cutscene triggers. No unauthorized persons. Fuck you. Come on, let me in. Fuck off. Leave me alone. You're not gonna give me a good amount of doggles. Let's go to the... I think this is called the Reson Tree, I believe. I've been reading the Dogman book series to catch up for the Switch game and CGI movie. There's a movie coming out of that thing? Is it from DreamWorks as well, like the Captain Underpants movie? I think that Superman movie, yes, from DreamWorks. That Superman movie looks, I mean, I'm not going to, I don't want to say the movie looks like, I think it's gonna be really good, because I still have a lot of reservations about it, but that was a great trailer. That was the best movie trailer I've seen in a while for a superhero movie. Like, actually, that was one of those movies trailers that was so good. And I'm not really a big Superman fan, but that was one of those trailers that was so good that it made me more interested in the movie than I was before I saw that trailer. Cause like I like James Gunn, I like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, but it's the DC movies under Warner Brothers have been such a fucking mess. And I'm just so burned out on superhero shit in general that I'm just so indifferent to like a lot of these superhero movies now. The only one that I'm actually like actively looking forward to, which is of course it's the one that keeps getting delayed, is the Batman Part 2. Because I really liked the Batman with Robert Pattinson. I thought it was surprisingly good. But I just can't bring myself to be excited for superhero movies anymore. I just think I mean, obviously people are gonna keep going to see them, and studios are gonna continue to chase their like cinematic universes and what have you, but I'm just over it, honestly. I was kind of Endgame was kind of like my like, all right, I'm done. Like I'm done with the superhero shit. And then there was a day where, because I stopped watching, like I saw the new Spider-Man after Endgame, what was it, Far From Home, which I liked. And then after that, I just kind of avoided the other Marvel movies that came out for about a year. And then there was a day where I sat down to watch the three that had come out before that I hadn't gotten caught up on because I was waiting for them all to go on Disney Plus, which was Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and The Eternals. And by the end of that marathon, I wanted to just drink some bleach, especially with Eternals, which I thought was one of the most boring, useless movies I've ever seen. I don't remember, other than it had like a sex scene at one point, which kind of caught me off guard because it was a Marvel movie. There's so much about that movie I don't remember, and by the end of it, I didn't even understand the point. I think the part that made me laugh the most in the Eternals, there's a bit where I think like one of the characters can't grow old, so she's like forever a child or a teenager or something like that. She's like, I think she's like forever 9 or 10 or 11 or something around that age, and she becomes a turncoat before the climax of the movie because she gets mad that because she's a child she can't bang the lead male hero of the group. So she switches sides out of just not being able to sleep with the main guy, which I was like, what the hell am I watching? Why is this a plot line in the movie? This is so dumb. Who thought this was a good idea? It's just creepy. I find it rather ironic that Stellar Blade avoided master review bombing from day one, patch censorship drama around the 90s, 90+ region via Metacritic. That censorship thing was fake because there's no way it was like intentionally censored. Because have you like those outfits that came out later for it are so fucking revealing. That's like, it's like you basically see like through one of those outfits, like what is it, the Alice in Wonderland, and there was some other outfit that it was called. You basically see like her ass and her camel toe basically in that outfit. Like, so I don't want to hear it from people that are saying, oh, Stellar Blade, it was censored. Like, no, it wasn't. Marvel movies have been dull lately. I avoid most of them. The last one I saw, actually, I did like Deadpool and Wolverine, surprisingly, considering I haven't liked any of those Deadpool movies until Deadpool versus Wolverine, which I thought, or Deadpool and Wolverine, which I thought was pretty funny, surprisingly. How much am I gonna get from this amp? Let's see. But I have like no interest in Thunderbolts or whatever else is coming out. I'm like slightly curious about Brave New World, even though I don't care about the Falcon. I don't give a shit. The Fantastic Four, sure, why not? Yeah, that fighting ants is just useless in this. How much money do I have? Okay, I almost have the 7th. I think it's 7,000 for the. I think it's 7,000 doggles for the. Oh God, let's fight that thing. I'm surprised we were at Superdog. We're getting Superdog. It once had a show. Oh, I didn't even know that. So most of these games these days have censorship in some form. I think it review bombed in general. The Eternals ruined the MCU for me. I wouldn't say it ruined the MCU. It just kind of, it was just the most confusing project of the MCU so far. Just because it was like, what is even the point of this? This sucks. for Metacritic case. I mean, and the DCU as well, which I'm on record saying that I love Batman v Superman. I'll take that to my grave. I think Batman v Superman is wonderful. I'm in like the extreme minority that thinks that. I love the Snyder cut of the Justice League. I surprisingly liked the first Shazam quite a bit. I really liked Aquaman at the time it came out. I don't know if I'd like it now. But beyond that, I haven't given a single shit about these like DC movies in the DC EU. I just don't care. It's one of the reasons why I'm getting sick of the anti-woke shit. God, I could go on. I'll refrain from going on about that. I've gone on long enough about that. But oh wow, 660. Damn. Why did these pigs give me so much money? Damn. Also with the cutscene, I wonder if you have to go back home and sleep in order to activate the cutscene. But I just have superhero fatigue in general. Though to be fair, I am very curious to see the new Superman movie. If it has the same general vibe that trailer makes it out to have, because I'm gonna be very disappointed if I go to that Superman movie and it has the same humor from Guardians of the Galaxy, because I think that kind of undercutting, even there, it's distracting at times, but I think it works with something that's really goofy like Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's just not going to work in something like Superman. I don't want to see any jokes about Superman. You know, like, oh, whoops, I'm getting interrupted for a comedy effect or something like how they do it in Guardians of the Galaxy. I just find it annoying. Yeah, honestly, both sides are so suffocating. I just want to play games and have fun. Yeah, that's the problem with being on the internet, is that, like, being on the internet, especially if you are as into looking up video games news and you're trying to get a pulse on the general zeitgeist of things as much as I am, it's something that you're going to be exposed to pretty frequently, unfortunately. Though it does make for some interesting data at certain points, but there are days, honestly, where I kind of I have to stop myself from looking so deeply into something, just because it takes like a beating on me, looking at so many awful, like, brain-rotting takes from various people. But I think if you do it in moderation, it's okay. So I wish that pig was on the main road, then I can get him for some XP. But like something like I was talking about this earlier, like something like Fair Games, for instance, which is that heist shooter that's coming out from PlayStation. I know damn well that's going to have a conversation around it about the whole, like, you know what I mean. If you look at that trailer, you can easily see it for yourself. But I think that's a case where it'll actually be very interesting to see if something like that actually makes a difference as far as the financials of the game. Because I honestly don't think the woke stuff had anything to do with the utter collapse and like catastrophic failure of something like Concord, for instance. I've said this over and over again, that the problem with Concord wasn't like the multiracial cast or the pronouns, or there's like a trans character in it, there's a non-binary character. Like, none of that was the real problem, or were the real problems with something like Concord. The real problem with Concord is that nobody gave a shit. That's the problem with Concord. Nobody cared. Like, you could do whatever until you're like blue in the face, but at the end of the day, nobody cares. And that's the real problem. It's better to focus on games you know you're gonna like. Well, yeah, I also think it's good to, and this is like a different subject entirely, but I think it's also good to go out and experiment and find. Oh damn, these guys are tough. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh damn, he's gonna die. Shit. Is Cosmo still alive? Maybe I can get him. Alright, good. He's still alive. Damn. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. Heal him. Okay. Now I need one of these. Justice League, from what I heard from TV tropes, had a large amount of executive meddling. Oh, the story behind Justice League is fascinating. Because they wanted to make it like Joss Whedon's vision of the Avengers. I mean, obviously you can see the differences between the two are like night and day. Like it's so interesting to watch the differences between Joss Whedon's like shitty executive version of the Justice League versus, yeah, I think I went to a wrong area. But, and then you look at Zack Snyder's original vision, and like I said, the difference could not be more like obvious. I mean, it's just tone, theme, style, humor, just massive difference. All right, let's go.
Heal ally. Ha.
Oh, whoops. No, Clive. Heal Cosmo. And I'll heal you, Clive. You bastard. Oh, okay. Razor, one example of Metacritic review bombing for video game censorship, or no, and why? I'm good, just because it's something I've probably seen. It's probably a subject I've seen before multiple times. I wonder what kind of work they do at Vancouver. Oh, here we go. Now that's where the cutscene's gonna trigger. Let me actually make a save state at this point.
We're all
just in case.
Now, listen up while I explain our next mission. The request comes from Anastasia of the Olashian Order. She wants us to get her a crocagator.
What's that?
You mean she wants the skin of a crocagator?
Exactly. Apparently the market for crocagator hides is booming.
Huh? Why's that?
You tell me, kid. Why would anyone want a crocagator hide?
They use it to make fashionable bags. They're very popular with the wealthy ladies.
Ah, is that right?
You know about this stuff?
That's good. We could really use your know-how on this job, Daniel.
No way! I'm sorry, but I'm not going on this mission.
Idiot! In this squad, you follow my orders!
What's the problem, Daniel?
I don't care what you say. I'm not going on this mission. I've always loved animals. When I was younger, I wanted to be a veterinarian when I grew up. What if it was Isabella? I can't even bear to think about it.
Daniel, wait!
It's no use, Sarge. If he says he won't do a mission, he just isn't gonna do it.
But who the heck is this Isabella?
Beats me.
All right, looks like it's just the two of us then.
I really need to get a new
come on,
outfit.
Let's go.
I need something stronger than this.
By the way, Sarge, where are we supposed to find a crocagator?
They apparently live in the
TMS/FE on Switch, for example.
I've had some bad
80
times
plus
up
by
there.
critics, users low 60s, double-digit different example, Tokyo Mirage Session. Oh, okay. Party disbanded. No, I like my party. No. Alright. The Elflands. That was out this way. The Elflands. I think you could cut through. You can't get through. I don't think you can get through, let's have a map or something. Shit. I'm trying to remember, like, where I need to go for the... I think I'm just gonna go this way, see what's up. Thoughts on double-digit critic versus audience example, Razor? I don't really have any thoughts on it, honestly, just because it's kind of... I don't really know much about that specific example, Sonic. The problem with review scores like this, I just think... My position is that review scores are just dumb in general. Like, I don't like review scores in general, because I think attaching a number or a letter grade to something just kind of robs the potential for complexity in somebody's, or nuance in somebody's take on something. I think it's just too compartmentalized like that. And then the problem with like user reviews and all that is, like, I understand that user reviews are one of the very few ways people actually can voice their displeasure at one of these companies, and I totally get that. The problem is that people can then use those scores for dumb reasons that have nothing to do with the quality of the game. So it's kind of, it's like the Steam reviews, like Steam charts. They have to kind of make a point of when, let's say, like when Helldivers 2 was going through its PSN controversy requirement, like its requirement controversy, you have this big spike in negative reviews. And for the average person that sees that, the context of like why that is the case, why there's this big spike, is kind of lost if it isn't explained to them. Now, and even then, you can make it, there are people that have made cases that it wasn't like as big of a deal as some people made it out to be. But again, it's like, it's a conversation when it's a conversation when there isn't a lot of nuance to it. Or I'm sorry, it's not a particularly nuanced conversation when you can slap a number or rating on something versus actually like showing what the problems are and talking about like the pros and cons, comparing them that way. I prefer a yes or no maybe system. See, I don't even really like that, because I think reviews that talk about a game, that something like, I like being able to almost come up with my own conclusion in a way as to what the reviewer is trying to say. Like, I think, in my opinion, the best kind of reviews, god damn it, the best kind of reviews are ones where I feel like I learned something about the person's taste, or like their view on art. Not every review needs to be like that, but the best ones, in my opinion. Like, for instance, like anytime I like coming away from a review and I feel like I've learned something, or I find it insightful. As an example, I think Matthew Matosis, back when he used to do YouTube videos, I thought was exceptional at... Really, I can't go this way to get to the Elflands, dude? Fine, I'll go the other way. But whenever I watch a Matthew Matosis video, or at least like when I was seeing them for the first time, I always felt like at the end of a lot of those videos, I learned something about the game, or something having to do with the art of making and playing video games, that I thought was very insightful, and that I didn't feel like I could learn from just a simple, like a review of the game, like the graphics are good, the acting is good, blah blah blah, like that kind of stuff. If you've never seen a Matthew Matosis review, I highly recommend his critiques of things like BioShock Infinite, the God of War 2018 review that he did, his review of The Last of Us Part 2, I think is great. But I just think so many reviews, especially when they focus on numbers and scores and letter grades, I think are just very uninteresting in my opinion. You may hate one video game review site that gave The Witcher 3 a C grade, Yakuza a C- because you love them. I'm trying to, I mean, if they make a compelling case that these games deserve these scores, I mean, I'm not so like that's the thing, like I'm very like what is it? I'm very comfortable with my own opinions that I'm not gonna get upset when somebody, especially if they have a valid reason for it, I'm not gonna get upset when somebody dislikes something I love. Like if somebody were to come up to me and say like, hey, I think Astrobot is trash, I may look at them funny. I may go like, okay, well, I'd like to know why, but I'm not gonna get mad at the person for doing that. That's another thing too, is that I think review scores and letter grades, they almost like farm engagement for they almost farm engagement. Wait a minute, so this is Forest Metropolis. Which way? There's another way that I can go. I think through Wind Valley I can do this? Can I go through Wind Valley? Or maybe I can go the other way. Maybe it's the other way I could go. Let's give this a try. Ah, shit! I tried sneaking past. What the name of the website, Razor? Sure. I mean, I'm probably never gonna visit it, but I'm curious. My prediction is they probably did that to farm engagement, just because it's easy to get like hate clicks, which is something that websites like Kotaku and The Gamer do all the fucking time. I just can't think of which websites use letter grades now. That was something that was like, what was that one Xbox magazine? There's like an Xbox magazine that used to do letter grades. I forget which one. Back in like 2007-ish, when the Video Game Critic is the website's name. That name is like so generic. Oh wait, no, I'm going the wrong way. I think I'm going back to my village. Yeah, I'm going back to my village. Okay, damn. Which way do I go again for this stupid elf lands? I totally forgot. Maybe I just need to go through the main gate. I think. Ah, fuck me. Oh, this is pissing me off. Okay. Ow, Jesus. Oh my god, shut up. Well, help me here then, dude. That was actually some pretty good XP. Okay. That was worth it. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I have to. Let's see. How do I get to the Elflands? Hey, yeah, maybe you get on your feet, huh? Maybe don't get knocked down, huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Jarvis? I hope I'm not gonna spend half the stream just trying to find a... Just trying to get to the Elflands. Oh, who are you?
Yes?
I was a woman, didn't you? I'm a man. No. Maybe that guy was. But not me. Let's see. It might be this way then. I'm trying to think. Oh my god. You know what? You know what I just thought? You know, I just thought, I could have just cut through Forest Metropolis and went through Wind Valley to get through to the Elflands, I think. I think that's something I could have done. Shit! I think that's the way to do it. Hold on. Let me check. I think that's the strategy, what the strategy guide says to do. Hold on. Yeah, so it is in Chidna Gate. Okay. Take the road north of the first. Okay. Tria region from Chidna Gate. Head west, take the north road. Okay. I think that's what I have to do. But this isn't in Chidna Gate, is it? Jack, where do you think you're going? So it is that way then. Okay. I have to go back. Whoops. Whoops. My bad. Sorry, Jarvis. At least this way I can go buy the wind garb. I think I have enough money for it, unless it's like... I think the spear was 9,000 doggles? And said my 2 cents on Kotaku as a whole. I mean, they're like a trash website. they're like garbage. I mean, they haven't been good in many years. There was a time when Kotaku was actually worth reading, back in like the early 2010s. And then along the way, like something broke within the brains of a lot of those writers there, or they just started hiring the most insufferable people imaginable to work there, and the website just went to shit. What? Come on, dude. Like, come open your shop, buddy. 5 a.m. through 8 p.m. Really? Seriously? Fine. God damn it. Oh well. Alright. So let me go out at Chidnet Gate. Sorry for the mishap. It's been a while since I've played this game. At least like specifically, I don't remember everything. I've played this game many times, but even there are times where even I slip up with my sense of direction in this game. Yeah, there we go. Vancouver, summertime. Hello. Thank you for coming by. What did I miss? Just missed Radiata stories. Let's see.
All right.
Ah!
All right. All right.
There we go. Alright, so it said head west. North at the first one. I think that is gonna take me back to the forest metropolis. I literally I could have just gone through that way, like the back door. Ugh. I was right there too. This is so frustrating. My go-to source for game news is Gamatsu, my Nintendo news, Jewel Shockers, Lifestyle, Nintendo everything. See, I mainly use things like I actually like Reddit. Like the Reddit, ironically, like as far as like a news source, if you just don't read the comments and you actually just look at the stories that people post there, it's actually a pretty handy source for news. But if we're talking about websites, I like sites like Pushsquare. I like Gamatsu quite a bit. I don't like the more op-ed stuff, but the like Eurogamer actually has a pretty decent layout. I hate going to like fucking IGN and GameSpot because it's so crowded on those websites. And their ads are just insane. Even with an ad blocker, it's like it's just like the whole website just feels cluttered. Like I hate the look of IGN and sites like IGN and GameSpot so much now. Oh, leave me alone, Bat. VGC is another good one, but I don't like their reviews and I don't like their op-eds. I think their reviews are mainly pretty bad. Just the most like surface level takes you can imagine. Though I do like I don't like the reviews. I do like the podcast every now and then. Cuz I like what's his name? I think it's Jordan Midler, one of the writers there. He's like some Scottish guy. IGN is ignorance, lol. I mean, what's the old joke? Is you can't spell ignorance without IGN, I guess. Now I'm pissed off because I could have just gone this way and cut through the forest metropolis. This pisses me off. Ah, so annoyed at myself. Ah well. I can just cut through here.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
I actually thought Twitter's a flaming dumpster fire, but I actually thought, as far as news, that one guy, that one account was actually pretty good. Because all he did was just retweet news. The guy that had the main hero from One Punch Man as his avatar. Before he turned into like a total bitch and quit Twitter because he couldn't make his like he tried making like a Patreon out of him retweeting news, and that's that, like what Wario64 does every so often. Like he tried doing that, but he wanted to get paid for that on Patreon, even though he didn't really offer any insight whatsoever to the stories that he was tweeting out about. And then his Patreon, surprise, surprise, it failed because nobody wanted to pay for that. So he just bitched out entirely and just left Twitter. And it's kind of like, okay, cool, dude. Whatever. I mean, good riddance, I guess. I thought he was just I thought he was a bitch after a while anyway.
All right.
It's like what do you think's gonna happen if you just make a Patreon? Nabellion, that's who it was. If you just make a Patreon all about you retweeting other people's news, like who's gonna want to pay for that? I know Jeff Keighley did, which was very bizarre that Jeff Keighley like
All right.
it's like if I started going, hey guys, I'm retweeting news, come join YouTube and be a member over there because I retweet news sometimes on Twitter. It's like I would expect you guys to like mock me ruthlessly if I try doing that. Like that's just pathetic. But not like you're gonna win any sympathy for leaving Twitter. That site is a complete hellhole. I mean, that's the thing too. It's like I see a lot of people like leaving it and making this big fucking deal about leaving Twitter to go to Blue Sky, and it gives me like Blue Sky gives me real Reset Era vibes, where Reset Era is this like giant hive mind hellhole now. It's been a hellhole for a long time. And it's like, I get the same energy from Blue Sky. Because it's like, oh, I'm leaving Twitter to go to Blue Sky. It's like, okay, you're jumping out of one mess to then go to another. It's gonna turn into a mess after a certain point. Okay. Blue Sky has slowly been gaming grown lately. I mean, I it's gonna grow just because there are a lot of people that are leaving Twitter, which it's like, again, if you want to leave Twitter, that's I find it hilarious that people want to leave Twitter now. That it's like, I don't understand why they would want to leave now. It's like, okay, Elon Musk owns it, so what? Like, so maybe it's because I don't engage all that much on Twitter. I just kind of like very passively look at it. I just like a lot of the time I just don't see like the negative things that are happening with the site. But to me, like, Twitter has always been a hellhole. It was a hellhole long before Elon Musk bought it, and it will continue to be a hellhole after he's bought it. I just don't understand this like declarative, big showy like, oh, I'm leaving Twitter because I'm being a rebel by leaving Twitter. It's like, okay, dude. Okay. Reset Era, NeoGAF, GameFAQs, forums. They're all bad. Yeah, exactly. They're all bad. I don't care. Like, if you think Blue Sky is some haven that's gonna be way better than Twitter, oh my god. Like, I can only imagine how much of a nightmare it's going to be in like a year's time or a few years' time. Because this is the thing with the internet. The internet is... people will find a way to make any part of the internet shitty.
All right.
I bet you could go to like the most wholesome websites and there will be a subset of people who are just shitty. It's just the way it is. Like, sorry. I hate to break these people's fantasies about what the internet is. Sorry. Thank God I don't have Twitter or Blue Sky at all. Grass is always greener on the other side mentality. I think it goes beyond that with this whole, like, Twitter thing. I think it's like, with them leaving Twitter, it's almost like they're trying to, like, rebel against some kind of system they've perceived in their head. Like they think it's some kind of like big rebellion against Elon Musk, and it's kind of like, sure, like Elon Musk could give. I hate to tell these, but Elon Musk could give less of it, and I don't like Elon Musk, but Elon Musk could give less of a shit about you staying on Twitter. Like Twitter is nothing to him. Twitter is what Xbox once was to Microsoft. Twitter is to him what Xbox once was to Microsoft before they ingested so much money and they became even more valuable. They ingested so much like stuff and required so much investment. So cool. Yeah, if you want to leave Twitter to go to Blue Sky, it's like, so be it. Like, good riddance as far as I'm concerned, because I don't have to see your stupid takes on Twitter anymore. Like, some of the dumbest fucking people in the video games industry, like, left Twitter to go to Blue Sky. It's like, okay, cool. I no longer have to hear about Jason Schreier's dumb fucking opinions about any number of things. Cool. Like, that's fine with me. Or I don't have to hear from that stupid art director that works at like on Avowed at Obsidian. It's like, cool. I mean, I still have to hear about it anyway, because I see it get like quoted constantly, but still. Old game ports like Okami are a great example of games well suited for the Switch, along with non-demanding indie games. Yeah, I mean, the Switch port of Okami is great. It really is great. It's really like so much better. It's so much better than I thought it would be, honestly. I think this is the way to the Crocodigator. This way? Oh yeah, there we go. Cutscene's about to trigger. Not counting well-optimized exclusive developed. Yeah.
Hey, Sarge, is that one?
Huh? Yes, no doubt about it. Okay. Come on, Jack.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit.
Limit break!
Here goes.
Wonder, is that enough to do it? No. Oh, there we go. Damn it, Jarvis! Took my kill. Reason I'm more excited for Switch 2 is because PS5 and Xbox Series X have let me down. I mean, I'm just excited for the games. Like, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Nintendo is going to reveal
Let's get home
when the
already.
time comes for the Switch 2 to be shown off.
Let's take this to Anastasia.
I wonder when it's going to be too. PS4, Xbox One let me down as well. No, PS4. I thought the PS4 was great. Xbox One, I thought was like a mess. Like that whole generation, I bet Xbox wishes they could just forget about. You always want a drink. Finally, we can unlock fast travel now. Alright. Rich a review tech you. That guy is such a clown. Jesus Christ. That guy, oh my god. That guy's like King Clown, or one of the big King Clowns. He was pro PC, anti-console, save for Switch, until Steam Deck shows he's a hardware shell. He's just an idiot. He's just a massive idiot. What time is it? Okay, it's almost morning. I think it'll be... I don't remember if the cutscene... I kind of just want to wait until morning to deliver this. Let's see if I can sleep. Will he let me sleep? Will he even let me enter my apartment? Alright, I guess to call this an apartment is kind of pushing it. Oh, he will! Now, will there be... Oh, there will be a save point. Ooh. Alright, let me save here then. Because I haven't saved this whole time. Alright. Let's sleep. Let's hope that Nintendo delivers with its next system. It's not a guarantee, I'll say that much, because Nintendo was on fire with the Wii, and then they did the Wii U, which, yeah. So, I wonder if Nintendo are actually gonna pull this off and not... The problem is they can't get too cocky. That's the problem with the actually with any of these console manufacturers, is that the rule of thumb is that like whenever these guys have a really good generation, especially when after having like a bad one, like if they go from like a bad to good, it's kind of like in a way a lot of them forget the lesson they learned from the previous generation to being great, and they just go back to being bad again. So I think the only one to not break that rule so far has been PlayStation, and I think it's just because PlayStation's brand name is so successful, and it wasn't the transition from the PS4 to PS5 wasn't this like big change compared to the Wii to the Wii U, and the PS5 was a lot easier to sell to people compared to the Wii U. All Nintendo has to do is just come out with a Switch 2 and just say, hey, this is like the exact same thing except with way more power now, and here are the new exclusive games for it. 3D Mario, boom, you're done. Like that's like all they could show it probably is just 3D Mario and they'd be good. I think like I could honestly see that. Like all they have to do is just be like, here's the Switch 2, here's the new 3D Mario coming out March or April or May. Boom. Sells stupid amount of copies or stupid amount of units. Richard Review Tech USA cares more about gaming tech brute force than quality games. Agree. I guess so. I don't watch his content, so I'll take your word for it. Nintendo's got some shit from Neptunia cancellation issues on Switch. New Fire Emblem. Yeah.
By my beauty. It happens all
I'm sure we'll get the usual cycle of the normal
Beauty?
No one's talking to you.
series that appear once a generation.
Elena, that is enough. enough.
like Smash Brothers,
Yes, Lady Anastasia.
Now, where
Animal
is the
Crossing.
Crocagator hide that is going to make Anastasia rich?
I mean, I think they're gonna do a new Animal Crossing just because of how immensely successful New Horizons was. They'll do a new 3D Mario, of course.
What's
They'll
she
do a new
doing?
Fire Emblem.
She is appraising the hide. Lady Anastasia has a remarkable
I wonder if they'll
hide
try a
to
new
find.
IP
Oh, really?
this
You
generation,
sure she's not just faking it?
like ARMS for
If you
last
allude
gen.
to her ladyship one more time, you'll have seen your last
I wonder if they'll do
son-in-law,
like
smart
Xenoblade
boy.
Chronicles
Do
4
not
or something
worry.
like that.
When it comes
Could
to
this be
Crocagator,
the
no
generation
one
that
has
we
more
get a
discerning
new
judgment than I.
new Donkey Kong game? Like Tropical Freeze?
This is it!
Oh my god.
What is?
Look at the subtle shades of vert and
Oh my
lush,
god.
and here,
Okay,
the
holy shit.
poissons are perfect.
No way. Is that?
Okay, I want to stop and just mention real quick the significance of what's happening on the screen. For context as to what's happening, the ending of this quest is randomly generated. So it's a you get a 50, it's like a, I don't know if it's 50-50 or if it's like 90-1 or a 9-1 chance, but there are two possible outcomes to the end of this quest. You can either go back and Anastasia says, "Oh, this Crocagator is dog shit. Here's your meager pay," or she can have this reaction when she's like, "Oh my god, this is amazing. This quality is incredible." I don't know what determines it though. In my lifetime, I have only been able to get this reaction once, and it was the very first time I played it. Every other time throughout the near 20 years that I've played this game, I always get the reaction that this is dog shit. So, this reaction that she's having right now, where she says this is amazing, this is the first time I have seen this reaction from Anastasia in almost 20 years. I almost want to record it. Hold on. Let me record this. This is crazy. I need to see this. This is, wow. This is insane. Start recording. I need to actually like record this reaction. This is crazy. Okay. Hopefully it'll...
Good?
Okay.
Elena!
Yes, Lady Anastasia.
Yes! Give me lots of money!
Here you go. This is your reward money. You should be very grateful.
Wow. It's a lot of money,
Wow.
too.
10,000 doggles each?
Yeah, it's a shitload of money.
10,000?
Man, holy hell. I hit the
Franken
jackpot.
wives will trade in their stylists to get Crocagator skin of this quality. You've both done an exceptional job. 20,000 doggles is a small price to pay.
Hey, Sarge! This is easy money!
Wow.
Either that, or we've just used up a lifetime's worth of luck.
Wow, wow, wow.
Right!
Wow. Holy hell. That's incredible. Incredible. Okay, let me stop that recording. Okay, let's go back to the game now. Because that's the only unique cutscene in this bit. Clip it? Yeah. I mean, damn. I'm at least gonna like... I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. That's crazy. I haven't seen that cutscene in 20 years. Or maybe I could...
Sergeant?
Hold on, let me see if I can get one that's further back. Sorry guys, hold on. Let me
Daniel!
hold on. Sorry everyone. I just need to see how can I clip that? That's an extremely rare cutscene to see. Video capture. Save? Is this? I guess? Oh no, you may be missing one or more files. Damn it. Can I not just like quickly capture that? Damn it. All right. Damn. That's disappointing. Or oh wait, that's just the disc icon. That's the New Year luck hitting. Yeah, really. That's crazy. I've never. Wow. Okay.
You're going to
All
pay
right.
for skipping
Let's go
out
back.
on the mission.
Yes, sir. I'll accept any punishment.
Oh
you
damn it!
choose.
It's doing the thing again. Oh wait, no,
Did
never
you
mind.
get it? The crocagator?
Of course. It was our job.
At least I got this on stream,
Do it.
so that's
Why
good.
moping? It's just
I can
an
clip it.
overgrown lizard.
Just an overgrown lizard. Animals are living creatures too.
Sure, but come on. You eat meat, don't you?
I do not. I don't eat meat. I couldn't do that. Not in front of Isabella.
Say, Daniel, we've been wondering, who's this Isabella you keep talking about?
Isabella is the name of my pet crocagator. She's been with me since I was little. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? Isabella is one of the family.
Daniel.
I'll have to show that to Eli
I'll never ever hunt crocagators.
when I'm
no
done
matter
with the
how
stream.
many times you ask.
I'll have to put that on Twitter or something.
I won't do it even if
It's
you
wild.
try it and see.
Boy, the kid is pretty ticked off.
Yeah, seriously.
Anyway, the squad mission is done. That'll be all for today. You're dismissed.
Yes, sir.
I think I'll like just put that on. That's I can't believe I got that cutscene. I can't believe it. Wow. All right, let me go make my party. Okay, so I can't sleep for a while. I'm gonna have to. All right, now I want to go get Flora. Because she's gonna... I think I have to go to the... one of the shops near Olashian? Or let me save, first of all. Because that was... Man. But yeah, that what you guys just witnessed, for those watching the stream, is an extremely rare cutscene in this game. Like, monumentally rare. I don't know what the exact percentage, like the chances of getting that cutscene are, and getting that reward for that quest, but it is very rare. And you all watching the stream got to be like a lucky witness to that. Like, my first time reaction to that. That is, man, that is something. Okay. I think it's this shop? Or maybe it's the one next door?
Hi.
Oh no, I think it's this one. Thank you for showing up for the Radiata quiz. Oh yeah. I forget this is the way to... Little tongue-tied. Okay, let's see. Surrounded by 4 regions. The Dover region, Aiden region, Koto region. It's the... Dorsey or Trio? Dorsey. No? That is incorrect! Damn it! Fuck off. Oh well. Okay, so she's...
Hi.
You can only take the Radiata quiz.
Hi.
I think there's a is there a specific time of day that I have to come and look at? Have to come talk to her? Maybe like 9 o'clock is when I have to come talk to her? I think? Okay. Well, let's go buy some... Let's go buy some supplies with my stupid amount of money now. I need some more... I need some more of these. Oh my god. Okay, that's way too much. Get maybe 11. I have 20. I don't think I need that. I don't need those. That's too much. Moonser chip. No, that's a waste of money. I guess for all, but that's still 240? Nah, I don't need that. Nah, I don't need one of those.
Take care.
Alright. What was the question again? It was, which of the... It was like the 4 regions. And she was saying I picked Dorset region instead of Tria region, which that was like my gut instinct to go with Tria, but I just went with Dorset. I chickened out. So I got the question wrong. And then she's like, "No! You failed! Good day, sir!" And just like kicked me out. Well, she didn't kick me out, I left on my own accord. I'm not gonna cheat and go back and reload the save, because that lady with the quiz, that's not like, she's not a good companion in the game. She's very weak. Trust me, going to get Flora, helping her out with her shit, getting her dad's picture back, that's way more important than that. Alright, but I want to go here and get... Yeah, you.
Welcome.
You weren't here the last time I was here, so shame on you. Bind. Ooh, that's pretty powerful. Brionic has Paralyze. But I want this. This is the thing that I want. Yes, sir! Give me the Wind Garb. And then I want the Steel Blade. Give me that. It doesn't have Bind, but it does. It's definitely a lot more in strength, so I think I'll definitely want that.
Come again.
This is one of my favorite outfits in the game. The Wind Garb. I think it just looks cool. I just think purple looks really good on Jack. Alright, so let's go back to whatever the hell her name was. Back at that shop. Sylvia? Or whatever. It's Brionic time? Brionic time? I don't know what that means. Oh. Shit. I almost read that as ew, and I was gonna be like, hey, I like the Wind Garb. Wind Garb is dope. Yeah, Wind Garb design is very solid. It just looks cool. I really like the look of it. Because I know there are other ones that you can get that are more powerful at this stage of the game. Here we go. What a handsome man. My heart skips speed. Yes, hello. Give me that picture, lady. I need it for a good healer. So I can't have Clive wandering around being a crappy healer. He's so dreamy. It would take years and years before you became anything like this. Are you into older men too? Fine. I've made tons of copies. Ew. Repo. Alright, let's go talk to Flora. Brionic is the wind spears that paralyzes. I would. I normally like the spears, but I have the Volti Blast for swords. already. I don't know. It's tempting. And I like Paralyze quite a bit. It's a very good ability. That's Anastasia. Is this? Alright. Which way am I going? No. No, not this dickhead. Alright, so it's the next... I think it's the next room. No. Okay. Let's go to the other side. The pole arms are very good in this game, though. I really like the Volti Blast that you can unlock for pole arms. It just looks really cool. The one where it's like ta 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 ta. Jack is just like stabbing it over and over again. It's pretty dope. Here we go.
Hi.
A kid called Senelia. That's her name. Yeah, she made a ton of copies because she wants to bang your dad. Yeah, join my team and be a good healer. Alright, cool. Now I can go swap out Clive. 'Cause he sucks. Sucks as a healer. Please bring me a competent healer. I forget what level she is. I don't think I can recruit Alvin until later. But I'm not going to be doing the human playthrough. I'm just going to do a non-human one. I'll do a separate save file just so I can go back later on my own time and just do a human one. Or I might do that one on stream too, just to kind of show y'all what the differences are. There's some like vast differences. I wish more games would do that, where there's like a huge decision you can make at like the halfway mark in the game that just completely changes. Wow, she's weak. Alright, well. Status secure, prevent freeze, 9 lives, luck plus. Alright, we're gonna need to toughen her up, because she's very weak. Yeah, we're gonna need to toughen her up. Yeah, continue with that party. Okay. Alright, let's go grind for a little bit. Just so I can get... If I can get Flora up to at least like level 10, then I think I'll be okay. My team will have to carry her, though. But she's a great healer. So, this will be worth it. I just don't want to deal with the weaker enemies. I just want to find, like, the pigs and what have you. Oh.
Yeah.
No. Not really. For me, it's the fact that you can kind of cheese a lot of fights with the spears, extra range. That's true. That's a good point. Alright, let's go. Fight that pig. Get some good XP. Toys for Bob is the perfect dev for a new Donkey Kong Country game. That they are indie recently. I don't think, I don't know if Nintendo would actually work with them, though. That's the thing. I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be cool if they did, but I just don't think they would. Alright. Good doggles. Get some doggles from you too. Hey, Red Riot Robot, how are you doing today? Happy New Year. I forgot to say Happy New Year to you too, Vancouver Summertime. My apologies. Uh-oh, bugs on him. Yeah, see, she's a good healer.
All right.
Hope you're having a good New Year's. Thank you for coming by. Alright, let's see. Toaster Bob could be support dev for a new Donkey Kong Country. Nintendo lets them. Well, it's all based around what Nintendo is willing to do. That's the thing. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't foresee it.
All right.
Oh, that was pathetic. 72. No, I need something that's like triple digits. I need to go fight some of the bigger monsters. Here we go. Now we're talking. Alright, you. Get over here. I apologize too, because I forgot as well. Happy New Year. No, you're good. Doing good. Finishing and getting footage for my next video. Oh, nice. What's the topic gonna be about? If you don't mind my asking. Ooh, 2:30. That's really good. Okay. I think I went through the wrong gate. I think I probably should have gone. I probably should have gone a different way, so I could. Maybe this way would be better. Let's see, what kind of enemies are this way? Oh, the bandits are through here. Yeah, Happy New Year. Thank you. This should be a decent amount of XP. That was pathetic. You, like, didn't even hit me. Excuse me, don't run away while I'm trying to hit you. Ooh, there we go. 148. Okay, so 680. 9th gen is the dark age of video games, Razor. I don't know about that. Top 5 of 2024 for games. Oh, nice. Cool. I won't ask, just so I can kind of... The mystery will remain. If I watch the video. Well, when do you think it'll be finished, the video? How much more footage do you have to get? Give me a second. Take my jacket off. It's getting warm in here. Oh, there we go. Any disappointing games video, Razor? No, not this year. I didn't play enough to do like a top 5 this year. Let's go this way. See what's up. I don't want to fight an ant. Ants are too weak. I'm done with footage, just gotta finish recording and edit. Cool. Hopefully Sunday. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Where does this lead? Name this disappointing games, the few that you know of. Definitely Rise of the Ronin. That was a major disappointment for me. I guess Stellar Blade, just because I was hoping I would find it a lot better. Concord, because I was really hoping that would be great. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding about that one. What am I? I would have put Helldivers 2 if they had continued with some of their bullshit recently. Ooh, what's this way? What's this path? I don't remember this. Alright, let's go this way. Oh, Penny's Big Breakaway. I thought that... I didn't like that very much. There's this game called Harold Halibut that I thought looked really interesting because it's a stop motion animation. I thought it had such a great concept, and then it was just so god fucking boring. I'll have to look at the list and see like what. I'm sure I could. I mean, is that 5 right there, or it's 4? I know I have a list of the games I played this 2024. Yeah, that's all I can think of off the top of my head, at least. Maybe something will come to. Ooh, a defense berry. Something will come to me. Let's get that in. Yeah, I'm not giving this berry to any of you. 4 well, 4 that I can think of the top of my head. Oh, Hellblade! Oh my god, I blitzed on like an obvious one, Hellblade 2. Oh my god, that is like definitely the most disappointing one for me. That's like without question the number 1. If I were to make a video about the most disappointing games of the year, Hellblade 2 would easily be the top spot. That was like that was just a massive letdown for what I was hoping it would be. How did I forget that? That's also along with Silent Hill: The Short Message is the worst thing I've played all year too. I was thinking like what did Xbox release this year? And then I remembered they did Hellblade 2. I'll never understand why Hellblade had a sequel. After playing Hellblade 2, I definitely don't understand why it had to have one. I know the first one can be a bit divisive for people, but because they go like, oh, it's just a lot of walking and a lot of like very like on the rails experience. But I would say that about the sequel way more than I would say that about the original. It's just, to me, that game to me is a that game, the Hellblade 2, is a cautionary tale of what happens when you prioritize graphical fidelity too much. Is that it completely hamstrings other portions of the game, other like more important parts of the game. I would argue. Like the first game really wrapped itself up pretty good in my opinion. Yeah, I really liked the first Hellblade. And I actually went back and replayed it after Hellblade 2 came out and after I finished that, which saying I finished Hellblade 2 isn't really like a big thing considering it's like a 5-hour game and like 75% of it is a walking simulator or inane puzzles. I just kind of went after playing Hellblade 2, I was just baffled by its existence. And I went back and I thought to myself, maybe it made me like question my own liking of the first Hellblade. Because I was like, man, did I like misremember? Am I looking at the original Hellblade with rose-tinted glasses? Was it like this? Did I like warp Hellblade, the original one, in my mind to remember it as something that it wasn't? And so I went back and I played the original Hellblade. No, like the original Hellblade is still really good. And it has a very strong visual identity. And it has, believe it or not, even with Ninja Theory being hamstrung by a low budget, I put that in quotes, like a low budget for the game, that had more gameplay and more gameplay variety than Hellblade 2. which to me was shocking. Like in the original Hellblade, you could fight multiple enemies at once. I mean, it had a kick button, it had a kick mechanic that you could use to create space so you could balance fighting multiple enemies at once. And then you go to Hellblade 2 and they take that away and it's just all 1-to-1 combat, 1v1. Which again, I just couldn't believe that. I just couldn't believe what a remarkable step back Hellblade 2 was in every single way compared to the original, beyond graphics. But like I said in my video, it almost doesn't matter that Hellblade 2 has vastly better graphical fidelity because it is such an anchor that's weighing down Hellblade 2's other ambitions. Or if it had any other ambitions, that's like it got dramatically reduced because of the sheer focus on graphical fidelity that I felt was just so foolhardy. My two worst gaming disappointments was 2-way tie for both Spyro's Season of Ice and Ender Dragonfly. I have no idea what those are. It was a huge 1-2 punch and knife in the heart games that ruined Spyro for me. I honestly don't even know what those are. But that sucks. That those disappointed you. Being disappointed by a game is never fun. Being disappointed by anything is never fun. But like you said, Red Riot Robot, Hellblade 1, it ends Senua's story in a very satisfactory way. To the point where I don't understand what more there was to gain from continuing her story. I just don't understand what the point of it was. Other than Ninja Theory going, hey, we have a brand that people really like now that's critically and commercially successful. Let's just do it again. And we also we're under Microsoft's umbrella now, so we can use Microsoft's war chest to add more fidelity to Hellblade and do something with it. I just don't get it. I think what's funny to me too is I remember when Hellblade 2 was first announced, and one of the creative directors at the time who ended up leaving Ninja Theory, he said something that Hellblade 2 was going to be about religions and how mental illness gets tied into that. And then I went, okay, that's interesting. And then when I played Hellblade 2, like, I guess, like, the stuff with the giants, like, at the end, like, spoilers for Hellblade 2, if you guys care, but there's a bit at the climax of Hellblade 2 involves this village elder, or this village leader, that uses these myths of these giants to scare people into subservience. And Senua comes along to kind of realize that these giants aren't real, and realizes that he's using the fear that people have about these giants against them to control them. But the game doesn't, I get the point, but the game doesn't really say anything insightful or do anything that's interesting from a gameplay perspective that kind of hammers that point home or expands upon it. And again, that story is just 1v1 combat. It just ends with a 1v1 fight, that boss fight against the village leader. Which is just dumb. It's just so dumb. And it looks terrible after what Hellblade 1 was able to do.
All right.
Oh, he's poisoned? Can you stop being poisoned, please? It was because I was a huge Spyro fan coming from the awesome PS1 trilogy. And those two were killed Spyro for me. Are those old games, though? Like, didn't that Spyro game, like, come out, like, a while ago? Hold on. No, I need... There we go. How can I cure poison? Do I have anything that cures poison? Oh, okay, there we go. Can't have you with poison. That's no bueno. Also, I have a bad video games trade-off story for the Spyro Season of Ice, where I chose that game over the far better GBA Klonoa game. Oof! Only to completely regret. So I sold Season of Ice and got Klonoa GBA. Oof. Never regret that comments limit issue. Yeah, 2 old Spyro games, 2001, 2002. Damn. Happy New Year. Hey, Algandar's Plague Positive. How's it going? Happy New Year to you as well. Oh! Since you're here, I did the quest where you have to go fight the Crocagator for Anastasia. And I got the result where Anastasia is extremely happy with the Crocagator skin that you bring her, and I got like 10k for it, which I hadn't seen that result since I first played the game back in 2005, which is crazy. This is the first time I'd seen that result in like 20 years, almost 20 years. So it's in the stream later on, which is awesome. There's about a 1 in 10 chance. That's what I figured. I figured it was something like 1 out of 9 or like something along those lines. Going good so far. How about you? Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I've been having a good day. Post Insomniac trilogy Spyro. Yeah. The only Spyro games I've ever played are just the Insomniac ones. And the remaster of the PS1 games, of course, which is a great remaster. I think I got the treasures already from around here, but let's go. While we're on a grinding spree, let's go double check. Maybe I can encounter some more spiders or something so I can upgrade Flora. Please. Or any, there's a tree. I'm looking for spiders. Oh. Ah! Snake. Let's go this way. Let's just go explore. See what's up. You did not miss much outside of these games for Spyro's case. Yeah, that's what I figured. I need to go get that book. I need to go to the bookstore too in this game, just so I can get more party commands. Ooh, what's this? Oh, no, thank you. Money. I'll take it. Alrighty. That's that way. I guess I'll fight the Wolfie. James, mod guy, figured out the chance of getting the 10k dogwills. He also discovered it's determined when the obtained Crocagator hide message appears after the battle. So is it just chance based, or is it like you actually, or do you have to fulfill some kind of requirement, or is it just purely luck? Like just 1 inch, like it just does a thing in the background where it just like spins a wheel, metaphorically. It's just chance. Okay. So I was thinking, like, because I beat the Crocagator very quickly in this playthrough. So I was thinking, okay, maybe I finish some kind of like time requirement or something, but no, I guess it's just chance, which is pretty cool. I don't know, maybe Jack's luck stat might affect it. I don't really know about that though. See, that would be cool if it did. Ah, damn it. That'd be pretty cool. It would actually make upgrading luck worthwhile. Ah, leave me alone. Stupid talking trees. Alright, yeah, I'll just let Alpha take care of the rest of that. Ha! Oh, 500. Okay. This is a good spot to grind. Let's see. What do I want to get her to? Maybe like overall like level. Now that I'm in an area that actually gives more XP. I don't know. I don't want to be doing grinding like the whole stream. Well, actually, you know what? You know what? I think I am gonna grind the rest of the stream just because it gives me a chance to talk to you guys a little more without being distracted by the cutscenes. Feel sad for my two-way tie disappointment, Razor. It is. I mean, it's pretty sad. Just if you're disappointed by those, you're disappointed by those. I personally wouldn't even try to play those games to begin with. Just because I know the quality of some of these franchises tends to dip pretty dramatically when they're away from their original creators. What? Who healed the tree? Florida, did you do that? Why are you healing the tree? Make any sense? Sly and the gang got captured. Oh yeah, well, I know that, Richard. I know that. Though I do need to go back and play. I still haven't bought the new ports for 2 and 3 yet. I'll fight the snake too. I need to go and do that just to kind of throw my throw my financial support there. Oops. I forgot I didn't have enough multi. Here we go. Okay. Maybe okay. Yeah, there we go. Time to activate that.
Here goes.
I like how if you look closely, there are little bunnies inside the trees controlling it. Yeah. I've always loved that. It's a great detail. Game doesn't take itself seriously. But I love that it's okay with being more like goofy and comedy based, because later on when it gets much darker and sadder, it actually hits harder. It's something I really like about a game like Final Fantasy IX, for instance. Would love if Grunty's Revenge and Banjo Pilot for GBA were both on GBA NSO someday. Do the N64 do? That'd be nice. A Sly Stream Marathon next? Nah, Sly is a game that I just kind of want to. I just want to play those for myself. Besides, trying to stream off the PS4 would be, PS5 would be a fucking nightmare. Considering my capture card, it's like something's up with either one of my ports or like my normal like multi-port thing that I have for my computer with the USB, or it might be the because when I captured footage for my games of the year video, I had to actually use one of the native ports on my computer to get it to actually recognize the capture card, as opposed like in the past I would just plug it into the multi-port, the multi-USB port thing that I would have. But it does recognize it no matter which thing I put the port into, which is unfortunate. But it is what it is. I'm fine playing Radiata stories on stream though. I love playing this game. I love sharing this game with my audience just because I've talked about it. It's like I said, it's like been so long overdue me playing this game for my audience. I don't care what Lord Zane wants. I just whatever, fine. For Banjo-Kazooie, PETA, well. It's sad because since I'm done with the trilogy, I'm going to want to play Sly 4. Hey man, PS3s, they're not expensive. You can get a PS3. I'll let you borrow. If you want, I mean, I could let you borrow my PS3. I'm not using it right now. I'll let you borrow Sly 4 as well, if you want. Just so you don't have to spend money that's not necessary on buying a PS3 and then buying Sly 4. Just let me know if you ever want to borrow it. I have to be part of the gang crying for Sly 5. Yeah, join the club. It's a very large club at this point. Oh, Alba, why do you have to keep getting afflicted with poison? What are you doing? You're gonna make me need to buy more of these damn cure drops. Oh, there we go. I went right past it. Okay, let me do S. Or maybe I can just use... It sucks that you just can't have her heal. Or maybe you could, and I'm not remembering. Maybe you can, I don't know. I'm just gonna heal using the herb extract S's. They're fine. Yeah, I don't need to heal them. They're fine. They can deal with it. I wonder if I can go to Forest Metropolis. I wonder if they'll let me. Can they let me in? Please? What if I say please? Maybe that'll work. If I say please. Please let me in? I think this is the way to the... No, this ain't it. Because there's a way to get to Goblin Haven. And then... I always get confused, like, which tree trunk is it to go to which damn thing again? I think it's... Ah! Okay, cool. Ah! Here we go. This is the way. Can I be let in, please? I'm a friend. I was here before. You let me in last time. Yeah, I have an Elgato capture card and I couldn't get it working no matter how I set it up, so I just emulate. It's, dude, and then what's annoying about streaming from like certain devices is that you have to find workarounds for the some of the restrictions, especially with the PS3. The PS3 is so annoying to try to get around its its footage blocking. Because I remember I tried, because I bought a copy of Demon's Souls, the original one for PS3, for my PS3, just so I could get footage for a video I did about Demon's Souls Remake when it first came out. But what I didn't realize is that the PS3 has some kind of block where you can't capture footage from it easily. You have to do some kind of workaround. And I was just like, fuck it. I'll just get footage from somebody on YouTube. Just whatever. Just one of these generic game footage YouTube channels. I have a PS3, Super Slim, all three, Sly, Ratchet, Q&D, Jack collections, along with Sly 4. Nice. Alba's gonna get a concussion hanging his head so much. I'm probably going to have to buy a PS3 anyways with the PS2 remastered ports. Yeah, and you bet I'm gonna go crazy for that online PSN store too while it lasts, of course. Dude, good luck. Good luck with that store. Good luck with the downloading speeds on the PS3. Dude, you are not prepared for the level of patience you're going to need doing basic things. Like, things that we all take for granted now with modern consoles were, even compared to the Xbox 360. Like, the Xbox 360, like, the download speeds on that thing were lightning fast. And way easier to navigate compared to the PS3. Downloading anything on the PS3 is excruciating. Alright, I got this life berry for Zarthus, finally. I know Zarthus isn't here, unfortunately. Even with a LAN cable? Yes, even with a LAN cable. Oh, well, I think even with a LAN cable, it is a pain in the ass to do. But it's just just navigating. So, dude, like, Richard, it takes so like a needlessly long amount of time to do basic things like type letters into the PS3 version of the online store. This is why I recommend, Richard, just save your money, just download the PS3 emulator. Like, just until they start putting native PS3 games like you can download on the PS4, PS5, just save yourself the headache and get the emulator. It's just so much easier. Like, trust me, it's so much easier. If footage blocking pisses me off. Oh, it's awful. Do you find it odd that Sonic X Shadow came out on Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Day, considering how different both games are? No, because they probably, what they were thinking was probably counter-programming to Call of Duty. And, like, well, I assume there's some kind of, like, unfortunately, there is some kind of kid crossover between Call of Duty and Sonic. I'm sure there are a lot of families out there that are not at all interested in buying their children Call of Duty, so they're just gonna buy them Sonic X Shadow Generation, especially with Sonic the Hedgehog 3 coming out. I'll consider it for the download only titles then. Oh, Richard, you're so stubborn. You're so stubborn, Richard. I almost admire, like, how stubborn you are with this, like, physical games thing. Let me go. I don't want to sleep, just because I think that'll activate the next cutscene. What's another good area I can... Let's go visit the village. Just so I can listen to that track, which is amazing. I love Jack's village theme. It's so cool. I love this whole area. It's so peaceful. And it's close to sunrise, so I just want to, like, hang around here. Can I, like, pet the cat? No? Oh, well. I want to own my physical copies of some of the PS3 games. Sonic X Shadow and COD, the Barbenheimer of games. That's true. Team physical all the way. Physical on PS4 and Xbox One and up is mostly pointless due to installs. I would say it's entirely pointless on Xbox at this point for a lot of their games, just because even when they make games for the Xbox, especially the first party stuff. It's basically just a code, and then you, even when you put the disc in, you still have to download the games anyway from the cloud, which is so, it's like defeats the whole point of getting that. Ooh, a defense berry, another one. Let's go visit Adele. Which house is Adele? Or maybe Adele's hanging out outside the village during the... Oh no, here she is. Hey, I'm back. I'm your own brother. Hey. Hi. Maybe I have to wait till morning. Let me just wait till morning, see what's up. She's nodding off. Microsoft wants you to Game Pass, go figure. Well, yeah, I mean, that's obvious, yeah. I'm gonna hang out here, just because this shot of the sunlight rising above the village will be cool. But, I mean, you still don't own your digital games, though, technically. Richard, you're not even gonna own your physical games either if they take it offline, because you still need the license for it. So, get with the times, my guy. Ooh, look at that. Look at that sunlight right over there. Now that is beautiful. Look at that. Right over there. Beautiful detail. Again, I love this theme. Like, it's so simple, but it's so calm and peaceful. And then when you're standing in the village, you just listen to the wind around here. It's such an amazing ambiance, the village. All right, let's see if Mufasa, anyone? Oh god. We talked about this last time. Huh? Why, hello, Jack. You're back soon. Ho, ho, ho. Fuck, I'm gonna kick you. You ill-mannered child.
Darn it!
I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna kick you. Oh, ow. Ow. $95. What else you got, dude? Ow. There we go. Okay. I remember when Windows computers came pre-installed with Word. Once they made it something you had to buy a license for, it was all downhill from there. I haven't used Microsoft Word in a very long time just because of that shit. Like, whenever I can't get it through my college, I just use Google Docs, and even then, like, I'm so used to Google Docs at this point that I don't ever want to go back to Microsoft Word. The day they start charging for Google Docs is the day that I'm going to be very upset. Just because I think Google Docs is so much better, just because you don't need a license for it. Open Office, yeah, that's another good one. But my favorite one to vibe to is Men's Dirge at Void Community. Yeah, that one is great. That's another great theme. So, like, jazzy. So I think the best, like, ambiance tracks are this one, the Black Town of Night and Lust. Night theme is great. The Men's Dirge one is great. Oh, let's go down this way. See what's up. Let's go on a little adventure. Who cares? I like this mine theme too. It's very simple. Nothing down here? Alright. That sucked. Oh, Scarlet Wind, of course. That one's great too. Most modern mainstream fighting games are not all that good due to how predatory they've become. Yeah. I mean, it's like a lot of things. It's unfortunate. The fact that we don't play games on discs, but on the data that's installed, console make companies basically say people don't own their games. Yeah, I mean it's the dilemma because it's like clearly where the future is going. And I understand, like, I make fun of Richard, but I understand.
Oh.
Help, glug glug glug. Gumbar's in trouble. Oh god, go help. Fine. I'll help the guy. Achoo. This. Whatever. Just give me a material reward. Don't join. No, I don't want you joining my party. You suck. No, I don't. No. 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 I remember the PS Vita indie dev controversy with now canceled, shut down Razer. I don't remember that one. Alright, so let me go back to Jack's house and save. I feel dumb. I didn't know that licenses were tied to physical copy. I thought you would have complete ownership. It varies per game. Well, I mean, they all have licenses. That's the problem. But it's mainly just for the consoles that are done. Because, like, physical games meant more for, like, PS2, obviously PS2, but, like, I would say PS3 was the last generation. Like, the Xbox 360 PS3 was the last generation where owning a physical game actually meant something. Now it's kind of like an illusion, almost. Oh, Jack, what are you doing here? I was just at your house. I was kicking you. You look troubled. I was fired. And now she's gonna start kicking me. No. I really hate this, but it is really unfortunate state of the industry. Yeah, really retreated. Depends on a game opens with a giant EULA, they view it as a license. What's annoying too is that sometimes, even if you own a physical game, sometimes there's like bugs with the license on the console. So you have to then go and restore all your licenses just to get your physical games to work. I mean, you could do it offline too, but if you want to download like the latest patch, let's say you buy a physical game and the 1.0 on the disc has a game-breaking bug. It's kind of like you have to download the patch to get it to work properly. It's like The Last Guardian, because if you buy The Last Guardian and play it offline on PS5, you actually get a much higher frame rate because it's unlocked, but it's busted. Like, you'll eventually reach a point in the game where you can't continue because there's some kind of game-breaking bug, even though you get a much higher frame rate by using the 1.0 disc offline. So it's like, and then you have to download the update, and then it locks the game to 30 FPS, which is annoying. It's greatly annoying. So, Switch has physical outside of download required. Yeah, that too. So apparently physical Switch games don't come with a license. You actually do own them completely. Well, there you go. It's for the Switch at least. But that's where I'm gonna end today. Let me get out of this. Let me just save one more time just because I'm paranoid. Alrighty, so thank you to everyone who came by today. Oop, let me go back to that. So thank you to everyone who came by today. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Sonic. Thank you, Nero. Thank you, David. Thank you, Red Right Robot. Thank you, Vancouver Summertime. Thank you, Algadar's Plague Positive, of course. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. There were quite a few people that appeared for this. Oh, my dog's crying in the back. So it's time to... He wants to eat. Little one wants to eat. I gotta go feed the little one. So thank you to everyone who came by. Have a happy new year, everyone. And I will catch you all next time for the next Radiata story stream. I don't know when that exactly will be, but I'll give you guys, like, you know, good, decent, like 6, 7, 8 hour heads up. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Next video for the channel will be appearing on the 5th. So if I don't stream before then, you can look forward to a new video on next Sunday morning. So anyway, thank you all for coming by. Have a happy new year, everyone. And hope you all have a good rest of your day. Till next time. See ya.